Hello, superstars. Good morning,
Good morning.
good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to RickyVilla TV in association with Shelfside Spurs and Spurswasian TV. Please give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell thingy so you know when we're on. Kev, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
Living the dream, mate. Living the dream. Actually thought that we were going to have a 100% record after 3 games.
Going into the national break, yeah. How silly are we? Well, we should know, really, because it's us.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We're too ahead of ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, very, very true. Guy Thompson, big up, Guy. Nice to see you, mate. Eva Man, good evening, Eugene. Big up. I think Eugene should be on in... Well, yeah, I'm not really sure, but he said he'd come on during the show. I think he's out working at the moment, but you know he'll pop on, and I'm sure we're going to hear a hell of a rant from him a little bit later. So what we will start with is, on this day in Spurs history, a little game. It was actually yesterday. So on yesterday in Spurs history. Yeah. Ipswich Town versus Tottenham Hotspur, Tuesday, the 30th of August, 1994. I will get rid of that so you can see the score. It was Ipswich 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3. So I pulled this off Sky Sports, and yeah, for some reason they didn't have all of the numbers. So the lineup for Spurs was Walker in goal. Yeah. Edinburgh at left back, Kerslake at right back, Sol the middle with Stuart Nethercott, then Barmby, Dumitrescu, Anderton, and there's Calderwood as well. So I'm getting a bit confused here. I think we may have played 5 at the back. I think we might have played 3-5-2. So it's probably Calderwood in the middle. With Sol Campbell and Nethercott, Edinburgh and Kerslake as wing backs. But this doesn't make any sense to me. So it's Barmby, because he always used to play as a winger, didn't he? And Dumitrescu and Anderton. Anyway, Klinsmann and Sheringham up front.
Yeah.
This was just after the amazing summer that we'd had. I can still remember that, being on a building site in Covent Garden and hearing that we'd signed Klinsmann, Dumitrescu, and Popescu. Not actually sure where Popescu is there. Maybe he wasn't actually signed at that point. Yeah. But yeah, great days that was. And talking of great, we had Gary Mabbott and Mickey Hazard on the bench, and Chris Day, who, didn't. He went on to have a decent career, but he didn't make it at Spurs. So we went 1-0 up with Jurgen Klinsmann in the 15th minute. Nice ball into the box to Teddy Sheringham, who could have had a shot, but he crossed it over to Klinsmann, who then knocked the ball in. Yeah. The Dumitrescu on 28 minutes. Sheringham picked the ball up in our own half, knocked it out to the wing where Klinsmann was. Klinsmann's floated a lovely ball in. Dumitrescu with a diving header. And as I was saying to Kev in the back room, I really thought he was going to be a world beater. Yeah. Unfortunately, that never happened. No. Then Klinsmann in the 38th minute, corner, floated in, Nethercott, there's a name you don't hear very often, with a flick on, and Jurgen tapped it into the roof of the net. Ipswich got a late consolation goal through Chris Kawamia. There's a blast in the past. Yeah. But what I'd like to say is that you can see that there, and John Walk is playing. Now, I think he made his debut in 1975 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And so he was 39 years old when he was playing for Ipswich in the Premier League. Yeah. That was the season he retired. Yeah. I can always remember him as being a great player, especially for Liverpool. But he was also a bit of a legend for Ipswich, wasn't he?
Yeah, true.
So, yeah.
I was going to say, it's off the back of the World Cup, that game, isn't it? It's like that's the 94 one in the States, wasn't it, if I remember right?
Yes, it was, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Italian 90, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 94 in the States.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm not sure that, I don't think Scotland made that, did they? It was the Republic of Ireland who had
They did, yeah.
a great performance there. Ray Houghton's goal against, who was it? I can't remember. Straight in the roof of the net. Yeah, that was
One and
it wasn't one of the most enjoyable World Cups I remember, but I do remember it for that. I think the Americans were just sort of getting into their football then, weren't they?
Yeah.
After the failed attempt in the 70s with the NASL or whatever it was called.
Rodney Marsh and Co. and all that. Georgie Best.
George Best, yeah.
Had many more. There's a few Spurs players went in there. Was in there? Don McAllister. Sorry, beg your pardon. Yeah. Spurs. He had a career out there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, Guy says Italian 90. What memories? Yeah, they were. It wasn't so great for me because Denmark didn't make it, but it was a great tournament for the English, wasn't it? Apart from was it Chris Waddle, wasn't it? They missed the penalty.
The penalty over the roof, yeah.
Yeah, that was a shame because
I still reckon they ain't come back yet. That man up from space.
It's still up there with Adebayor's against whoever it was.
Yeah.
Big Bad Rom says, "Gut Morgen, goed en stiff." I have no clue what that means. I think he's trying to do some Dutch there, which is Goeiemorgen. I don't know what goed en stiff means, but maybe you want to go and deal with that in the toilet, mate. But,
or get some tissues anyway.
Okay, so after last week's perfect performance against Man City, I wouldn't say it was perfect, but it was nigh on near perfect.
Smash and grab, but the right way to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
He got his tactics right.
Crock of shit yesterday.
Oh, no, it was dredge, wasn't it?
Not many, if any, positives.
No, I can't think of any.
Yeah.
Pulled up Polina as well. I think, I don't know.
I don't think he was that. To be honest, I think Vicario and VDV were the only ones who really came out, excuse me, with any plaudits from that, because VDV made some decent interceptions, and some good headers, and without Vicario, I think we probably would have been 3 or 4.
He's still rocky with the kickouts, though, isn't he? Yeah. Regarding Bentancur, people were praising him, saying he had a great game, but I thought he done some lousy passing during the game. You know.
Yeah.
Some of them were like so bad; they were out of character.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was it wasn't a good team performance, was it? It was
all round. It was like they were hungover. You know, that's obviously not what happened, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you never know with Johnson. I mean, Gordon Bennett, give him a sniff of the barmaid's apron, and he's anybody's. So.
He was a fish out of water yesterday, wasn't he? He
wasn't good. Yeah,
couldn't do anything. Yeah.
But Donna Cullen, you've been sacked. I don't understand why you keep coming on. But she says, "Wagwan, Mr. Ricky. Wagwan, Mr. Kev. Morning, Kavinsky. Nice to see you, mate.
Oh yeah. Hi, folks.
Hope that you're well." Mr. Ricky, are you happy I signed Simon Siemens? It's only 1 M. It's Siemens.
Yeah.
Sabby Siemens. Kavinsky says, "When doth the window closeth?" I believe that is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I think, I'm not sure what the times are because they've been messing them around for the last few seasons. Usually I thought it was midnight, but sometimes it's 9 o'clock.
Could be different.
So he really needs to do some fucking work today, but we will come on to that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Donna, I'm serving my notice period in the club. Okay. Sounds good. So we had Vicario in goal, Spence, VDV, Romero, Porro, Bentancur, Paulinho, Sarr, Johnson, Kudos, and Richie. I don't think you can really give anyone in that side above a 5, maybe a 6. Porro was absolutely torn apart by Semenyo, who apparently we've been linked with, but for God's sake, he's just signed a new contract. We're probably looking at 100 million to try and get him out of that.
Yeah, everyone will want him.
Yeah,
Liverpool will want him as well, don't they? I think. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spence, I don't think had a great game until he actually shifted to the right.
Yeah.
When he was there, then he had Semenyo in his pocket when Udogie came on. So it's kind of a shame that Udogie, I don't think he was 100% fit. That's why he was on the bench.
Yeah.
And that's why I've completely fucked up that. The substitute. Oh no, I didn't. No, it's good. Sorry, I thought I'd messed up the substitutes there, but no, that's good.
All below par. I think he was too late with his subs as well. To be honest with you, that should have been done at half time, not fucking about.
That's so many people were commenting saying if this team comes out for the second half, then I'm not really sure what the manager's seeing.
Yeah,
because they had so many chances against us. We just didn't seem to be able to. Richie didn't help himself, I don't think.
No.
But then again, no one was really. Kudos was trying, so I suppose you could add kudos to that.
He was getting smothered, wasn't he? He was like getting. They were putting 2 or 3 on him all the time. Like anytime he got there, they all closed him down. Yeah, no real outlet. He done well when he got out, but the final crosses and that, you know.
Yeah.
Too bad. That's sad.
So, Guy says the only positive was seeing Xavi come on the pitch saying hello to the fans. The rest was utter shite. How could we not get an equaliser after a 5-minute conceded goal? It's a disgrace. Yeah.
Well, I was only hoping he went home after that fucking. Then I see him sitting in the stands. I thought he's watching this. I don't believe it. Like, you know.
Yeah. Thomas made Bournemouth look like 1970s Brazil yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like the entire team were drugged. Yeah. So, anyway, I think Eugene's just about to pop on. So, we shall see what he has to say. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Just testing first. How's my audio?
Wow.
Is it crackly and all that?
Brilliant.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Yesterday was a little bit
I know.
So
yesterday was bad, right? So I got to apologize to all the people who was doing the watch along with me yesterday. I don't know, my audio was bad, the game was bad. Now, first of all, I gotta say, I wish all the Malaysians who are watching, right, Happy Independence Day, right? Like Will Smith said, right? Get rid of the aliens. Get rid of the aliens.
Is he calling the English aliens?
Right.
That's a bit harsh. My mother was English. I got English citizenship as well. Guy, have a word.
Oh dear. All right. Now, to tell the truth, right? I don't know. Say like I said, we got our Tottenham back, right? So the contrast of the 3 games that we played before this game was weird. Most probably, I think Xavi came along from Amsterdam and brought a lot of hula, right? And then we all smoked it and we went on the pitch. That's what it felt like, right? So totally, I don't know. I was baffled by the way we were playing. We weren't pressing enough, or maybe Irola's got our number. He knew what to do. And along the way, Frank, more or less, I don't know. He was supposed to be this great tactician and all that. But I know our fan base is going to a major meltdown, Bane, because to tell the truth, I didn't go a major meltdown because I've seen this before, right? We've all seen this before, right? Kev and Jens. It's not the first thing. It's not to be surprised. We know the qualities of the players that we have, right? There. We know that, right? And we saw it game after game last season. You get what I'm saying? So why were we surprised? Because I guess it was all covered up because of the first 2 games. The first one, of course, we played against PSG. We were good, but I kept saying, right, PSG was out of sorts for about 61 minutes until they got into gear and we went out off gear, right? And then against Burnley is Burnley, right? Frank did his changes. He put the 3 youngsters in midfield, right? He gave us a bit more impetus and all that. The Man City game was, actually, tell the truth, right? It was a brilliant performance by us. But guys, we always do that to MCT. You know, I don't know why. I think Pep's got this thing that we got this hoodoo over Pep or something like that, or the players, or it's just in general. But yesterday was our true colors. It's really our true colors, right? The ineptness of Brenda, right? I would call him Brenda again, right? I was giving him his props when he was scoring goals and all that. Of course, we were overhyping again on Richarlison. We know all these players that we have signed, right, throughout these 3-4 seasons, they're all how you call the quality that won't bring us to the next level. It's so obvious. We can see that. The only thing is that a lot of us are, I know we're Spurs fans. We always want to be optimistic as football fans. We want to support our club. We want to support our players. We want to support our manager. We want to support everything else, apart from Levy, right? We don't support Levy because he's the problem of this. Because what he did during the Posh era, the 3 transfer windows, we didn't sign anyone. We have regressed so far back now, right? It's going to take us some time to catch up. Unless he spends 500 million. I mean, he did spend nearly 500 million on Ange, right? But we still brought in shit. That's the worst thing, right? And the quality of the players that we don't have. Like Conte said, every transfer window, go and sign 60, 70 million pound players with quality and we will build a squad. And yesterday we saw we didn't have the squad. And the worst part was, right, Solanke was injured. We didn't even have a striker to come on, right? And guys, been telling you, right, we did the same thing with Timo Werner, right? Timo Werner 2.0 is Matisse Tell. And we spent nearly 40 million pounds on him. Why? We just throw money away. So who do we blame here? So in the day, like I say, I've been zen about our club for a long time because I know where the problem is. If the problem isn't resolved, right, number one, our recruitment is shit, right? We keep recruiting shit, and this is what we get. But, you know, of course, there is this meltdown that's going on now because, you know, that's what we do. We Spurs fans like to go on this roller coaster, right? You know, we get the highs and then we get the lows, we get the highs and then we get the lows. So this one loss shows a lot of what called cracks in our squad, right? And a lot of people were unhappy because Frank didn't show his ability to adapt. During the whole watch along, I was saying we had to change at halftime. We had to get rid of Brenda. We had to bring in Audible and try something on the left. Or we had to change the formation. And to tell the truth, when he brought off Poro, he put Spence on the right and he brought up Udogi, right? That gave, you know, the Bournemouth something to think about. And we were very much more attacking in the last 15 minutes of the game. But the question was that, why didn't we do that from, I mean, if we were showing that weakness in the first half, why didn't we do that from the beginning of the second half and try to press on for that equalizing goal? And we are, to tell the truth, that 1-0 scoreline, right? Oh my God. It could have been 5-4, right? Yeah. But the thing is that we are lucky that we had Vicario in goal. And I was saying during the game, if we had equalized, right, Vicario would have won man of the match because he practically saved us. But it is what it is. We move on, right? And the only thing now I hope, right, Xavi is coming in after the international break. I hope and pray he doesn't bloody get injured during the international break. And you know, international breaks usually breaks us. You know, we are Spurs. You know, we've been broken by so many international breaks all these years. I don't know. Let's hope the next few days we do get I mean, since Vuskovic has been loaned out to Hamburg, we need another centre back to come in. I hear that we've been linked to Akanji. Akanji wants to come, you know, but I don't know because maybe, you know, a lot of people saying that Man City is playing with our balls again because we played with their balls with the Harry Kane saga, right, with the gentleman's agreement. So I don't know whether he'll land. Right, and we do need that creative midfielder. Is it going to be Xavi or are we going to bring someone else in, right, to bring in? And we, to tell the truth, on the left, right, we look like a limp dick on the left. You know, whenever Spence brought the ball up on the left, right, he had this fear of passing the ball to Brenda. You know, it's so obvious. You know, and when Kudus was going down on the right, he got double teamed, he got triple teamed, and by the time when Kudus was getting through them, he already ran out of gas in the last 10, 15 minutes. You know, because the amount of work that Kudus put into the game, right? You could see he was attacking, brought down. And of course, whenever he's needed in defense, he came back to support. And to tell the truth, right, that referee, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say about that referee, right? And we came out, I don't know, we were wussies. Bournemouth came out and roughed us. You guys, roughed us, touched us, molested us, right? And and we couldn't respond. We couldn't respond to that. We didn't have the type of players to actually. Kudos and Spence were the only two players who actually responded to that. The rest of us just fell on the floor and look at the referee. And how many times did Richie fall on the floor in that game, and the referee gave nothing? Yes, sir. And there was one time, his shirt was pulled, and the ref just played waved on. So I don't know what to say, right? So the weakness, I mean, our frailties are there for all of us to see, right? The quality of the squad ain't there, right? I think out of those first 11 players, I think the only players who could be our starting 11, I think, is Vicario. I'll give it to Spence. Kudos, right? Who else? Romero. Oh, and Romero was, I don't know what the hell Romero was doing, right? He was playing like a striker. He was up the field half the time, right? Yeah, and Bentancur had to sit back and defend with VDV. And there were a few times VDV had to cover back, run back, and put in a few blocks, remember? Right? So all that composure in defense was gone. I don't know. It was like a totally different Spurs team turned up to on Saturday afternoon. And you know, I don't know. Like I said, after we signed Xavi, and then we had a rave party, and everybody forgot how to play. You know, it was like the game, you know, after when we won the Europa League, right? Yeah. And everybody went on the parade and got drunk. the hangover is still there. You guys, you know. So maybe they had a Xavi party that night. Yeah, everyone is still pissed, right? And what did Brighton do to us? They smashed us, right? So yeah. So but that was because we won the Europa League, so we don't care, right? But this is the beginning of season. There's a major meltdown now in the Spurs fan base, but you know, and the best part is that another and for the protest there was another 20-30 people turn up again, right? So but I still have to say big up to the protesters, right? We still have to do the protest every time if we want to keep the momentum and push the narrative. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So let's see. So that's the thing with Spurs fans, you see, that we're talking about the protest, right? There are the Levy outers, the pure Levy outers like me, is that I don't care whether we win, lose, or draw, right? We want change. We want the owners to show us they're changing. So in this transfer window, they've brought in Paulina and Kudos early. Now they're panic buying. They bring in Xavi late. Why couldn't we have done this all earlier in the transfer window? Get this all settled. And the worst part is, right, Xavi didn't come in for 60, 70, 80 million pounds, bro. He came in for 51. Yeah. He's even cheaper than Kudos. You know, I think maybe because Xavi doesn't have the Premier League tax, right? That you know that most of the players that play in the Premier League is, right, and we can tell we really need a striker. Really, Richarlison, yes, the first two games he was brilliant, right? His scissors kick, bicycle kick, and all that, but then he disappears again, right? And the thing is, this is the beginning of the season. Watch when all the injuries start to pile up. We are Spurs, bro. The injuries will surely pile up, right? And who is going to cover? And we've loaned out most of our talented youngsters, right? Like Mikey Moore, Lancashire, right? And we're going to be stuck with what, right? We can't get rid of Solomon. I think Brian Hill is still here because he's injured and nobody wants him, right? So yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm not surprised. I'm not angry. Right? Maybe this loss is a blessing in disguise to actually wake up the Spurs fan base to say, yeah, we could be top of the league if we won yesterday, right? With Arsenal and Liverpool playing today. But to tell the truth, it's Frank. I mean, he's been in charge for less than a month in the Premier League for Spurs. I hope he learns his lesson, right? But the thing is that we didn't see the ability, the adaptability that was so touted about him, right? When he was at Brentford and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, yesterday showed, I don't know, unless, you know, like I said, the Southeast Asian bookies are at it again. So, you know.
He didn't have the choice.
There's a backroom narrative going on, right? Yeah.
But,
yeah, I know.
I'd like to say big up Chess.
Of course he didn't, right? Who was on the bench? He had Udogi, right? He had Danso. No, there was no attacking flair on the bench.
The only attacker we had.
Hey, big up, Nige. Hope you're doing well. Like I said, on the bench, right? I mean, if Solomon was there, right?
Put him on.
Lost him.
Our 3 attacking players that we had there was Solomon, Tel, and Odebear.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not going to put Solomon on, right? Don't put him on the bench. Put on Dane Scarlett. Put Dane Scarlett on the bench. You get what I'm saying? At least another striker, another attacking option. But nah, it is what it is. But the fan base going on his meltdown. I guess we've seen this before. It's not unfamiliar. So the next game, what's the next game coming up? Who are we playing away?
West Ham.
If I'm not mistaken.
West Ham.
Our next game should be away after the international break.
Yeah, West Ham.
Is it Fulham or something like that?
West Ham.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're playing West Ham away after the international break. And if we can't beat West Ham, right, we are really shit. West Ham is shit now, right? So, West Ham. West Ham is shit now. Imagine that if we can't beat the shit team, right, that means how shit we are. Oh. I don't know. West Ham is in trouble, bro. Paqueta is going to Aston Villa. I don't know. Why didn't we go for Paqueta?
I think we might still.
Yeah, but sometimes, a lot of people say... Go ahead.
Right. I'd just like to say, big up, chaps. Bad loss yesterday. Lots of work to do. From Niger.
I don't know. He seems to be... TV. He seems to be happy going to...
It's kind of got double speak on here. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, but I'd just like to say if you're not already subscribed to this guy,
big up. Nige, hope you're doing well.
His channel is absolutely brilliant. I was watching it on Friday. We had a great laugh, a great chat with the 2 Marks and Spurs Danalist. And please like and subscribe their channels. Watch their videos. They're proper Spurs fans and. Right. Big up Nige from Guy. What was it? I'd just like to see what there's a couple of things that
Yep. Big up to Nige. Big up to Nige.
This is a very good point. Imagine if we had Vuskovic and brought him on for set pieces in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I want to get your guys' thoughts, right? Kavinsky? Imagine we kept
lost him.
Yeah. I know. But the thing is that Vuskovic is young, Have you not noticed this, right, Jens? We have not been that type of a team for a long time. We don't let our youngsters have a chance. Oh, I'm cracking up again. All right.
No, you're not cracking up. It's just we keep losing.
But no, guys, you guys go ahead with the show, right? I'm going back to work. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to Spurs Vision TV, Shelf Site Spurs, RickyVilla TV, right?
Yeah, all the best.
Take care,
back and forth. Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Good luck with incentives.
Maybe it's that Wi-Fi connection and all that. Right, guys? Yeah. Take care. I'll catch up with you later, guys. All right?
Come on, Spurs, and leave you out.
Cool.
Okay. What else have we got?
I don't know.
He said West Ham 3 times, and the old man thought he said. Yeah. Kavinsky says later, Pet. So I think coming back to a lot of what Eugene, or not, a couple of things that Eugene said about Tell. I think he could be a talent, but he's still too young, and that price tag on him, I mean, it's about average for someone who's got promise. Do you think that's going to be too much for him?
There's a lot of weight on his shoulders, but then again, he's getting bit parts and everything, and all the time. It's not a settled team we're playing in at the moment. Yeah. It's all up in the air, and it's welding together as well as a team. It's kind of mix and match every week. And we're getting away with it, and then we got caught out yesterday. Yeah. One thing I picked up on yesterday is Bournemouth were doing a lot of, should we say, false fouls. You know, they were like drawing the referee and getting the fouls all the time. Every time they'd go in, leave a foot in there and get the foul and bounce off players and get the foul. And Hooper was silly enough to be giving it all the time. I hate that. I knew it was going to happen. I could see it. I said it before in the week. If we got Hooper, we fucked.
He's not a great ref, is he?
No. He stands off too far away and he depends on the VAR. And I'm sick of VAR now. And it's not only for ours, it's for, you know.
He can't keep up with the game as far as I could see.
No, he can't.
He doesn't look like he's fit enough. And to be honest, I can't. You can count on two hands, I think, the times in a season when I watch Spurs that I think the referees had a good game. I think they're all
way below standard.
Yeah, really below standard. And the problem is, I also think that the PFA, not the PFA, whoever it is, the Referees Association, they all big them up and tell everyone how great they are. But then all they do is rely on VAR.
Yeah.
Now, why can't we have? I know David Ellery. I'm trying to think of other half decent referees. There weren't really any, was there? But David Ellery was a man who stood by his convictions, and he would make some bad decisions, but he tried to referee fairly. Then you got onto the what's his name? That bald twat Webb. Twattenberg. Yeah, the other twat with the fake tan. I can't remember what his name was. But they all believed their own hype about how wonderful they were and how great they were.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden they were getting £500 a week for their game, and it got doubled to 50 grand each thing, whatever they did, you know, and they were doing less games and everything else. And
that was also with Alex Ferguson's brown envelopes and Abramovich and stuff like that. They were making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But at least they didn't have VAR, and they made mistakes, and some of them it looked a little bit like it wasn't a mistake. They were actually happy to give that decision for a Man United or a Chelsea.
Yeah,
at least they did.
Sorry. I watched the Chelsea game. Sorry, mate, and we're butting into each other again.
That's right.
I watched the Chelsea-Fulham game yesterday, and the referee decisions there were diabolical. They really were.
Really?
Yeah. Fulham should have had a goal. Well, they were given a goal, and then the VAR ruled it for crapness. If they saw it, they spotted it after the referee gave the goal, you know, and they found something. It was nothing. Just to give it. And when it's Chelsea, you know they're going to get the decision. And, you know, and they got another one. They're all from gamesmanship challenges and things like that, you know. And it's not football anymore when that happens. Fulham were really cheated yesterday. They were coasting when they got that goal. They were doing really well against Chelsea, and they got the rubber, as they always do. I said it at the time. The top five type teams that we lost 6, but City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal always get those decisions towards them. You know, every week after week.
Yeah,
there's some sort of blindness there. And I said, well, maybe Sky are regulating it now, like, you know, because it seems like it's to keep everything competitive and the top teams running smoothly. Yeah. They don't want anyone else in that.
It's not blindness, Kev. It's money.
Yeah, that's it. Money.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
For a DOF who complains about Man City's spending habits in the transfer window, sure don't mind wanting to give them more money for players. I'm not sure who you're talking about there, Kavinsky, but Guy says, I hate talking about rest, but honestly, game week 3, and even I'm raising an eyebrow. They have.
That's right. Yeah.
They've been very poor. But anyway, who would you give, if anyone, man of the match?
Kudos. That's all I can say. He was trying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll give Vicario.
Yeah, Vic was good.
He made some decent saves. There seems to be a lot of talk about Vicario and people saying that maybe Kinski's better, etc.
There's a couple of times he was out of position and he had to reshuffle his feet. I did notice during games, during attacks. He went right when he should have been stayed centre, and he had to get right across, and the ball went wide. but he got himself out of position. I don't know, because he was probably looking around players and went like that, and that could have been bad, you know. So I think he's tried that.
He's one in a long line of Spurs goalkeepers who are a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
So
shot stoppers, great, yeah.
Yeah, he's not quite as bad as Gomez, because you never really knew where he was going to go.
Yeah.
But Paul Robinson, who I thought was pretty solid, but couldn't save long shots.
Well, that one that when he was playing for England, that one that bounced in front of him, that sort of killed his England career. I think that one. I can't remember who it was against now. But it was a long shot and
was that Croatia?
I can't remember who it was now. It's so long ago.
Yeah. No, it was a while ago. Then again, I suppose we had Hugo Lloris, didn't we? And he had a couple of stinkers, but goalkeepers always do. It's not.
Yeah.
I think. I thought that Edison was absolutely brilliant, and then all of a sudden the Man City want to sell him. So
no, he's won everything with him, and they will say he's not good enough. It's strange.
Yeah, so that makes me a bit.
Oh.
But anyway, let's move on. Kavinsky says Levy wanting to sign players from Man City after complaining about. Oh right, gotcha.
Yeah, Savinho, and who's the other one?
Kanji. Yeah. It's just one of those games where nobody turned up and the opposition was so good that they didn't allow us to play. That is, But seriously, getting outplayed by Bournemouth, I know they're not, they're a good team.
Yeah.
Not exactly world beaters, though, are they? Lost to Brentford a few games ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we have 1 10-minute spell where we played it well? I don't think we did. I don't remember seeing anything.
They strangled it out of us, didn't they?
Yeah. Bergvall got our first shot on target on the 70th minute. That's how bad we were.
Yeah.
Bournemouth are technically better than us. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. But
they knew what they were doing, but they do like diving. A lot of their players are divers.
Yes.
And laughing while they're doing it. Senesi, about 4 times he went down injured, and there was nothing wrong with him. There was no contact.
Adams guy, he really has a face you want to punch.
Yeah.
He kept fouling people, then going down and complaining and grabbing hold of Vicario at corners. And then I looked him up and I realised, he's American. Well, does that not surprise me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, well, let's move on from that.
Mess. Yeah.
Spurs Champions League.
Yeah, that's coming up fast, I know.
I'm not sure if we actually have the dates for this yet, but the draw was done.
They have now, yeah.
Oh, they do? Okay.
16th, I think, is the first one. 16th of September.
Okay.
I can't remember who bloody well is now. Yeah.
Dortmund, I think, isn't it? Doesn't it go like that, or is it something different?
I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't bother looking at it because it came out and I was looking at other stuff at the time and I thought,
Yeah.
It was just in the morning. I was busy and doing other stuff.
Yeah, same here. I spent most of yesterday in the kitchen and doing washing and ironing, and that's so I could have a free day today, which is nice because I think the family are out until sort of 9 o'clock. So I shall watch some football, and it's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Hang on.
What do you think about the? You thought Ange was managing us yesterday? Bloody hell! Yeah. No, I don't think we didn't have the fullbacks. Marking their corner flag. So, what do you think of the draw then?
Tottenham Villarreal on the 16th of September.
Okay.
At home, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
We got to play whoever we get. We got to play them and do our best. That's all you can do, can't you?
Yeah. But who do you think's the real danger? I think Borussia Dortmund and PSG, obviously.
Top, yeah.
The rest of them,
Frankfurt can be a bit difficult.
We outplayed Frankfurt even away from home. Villarreal, I don't know if I spelt that right. Sorry if I haven't. Slavia Prague should beat them at home. Bodo, we've already beat them away, so they'll probably beat us away from home. FC Copenhagen, just been in Denmark. Yeah, they don't look great. Monaco away. They didn't look great when we played them in the UEFA Cup a few years ago. They still beat us.
Prague.
You think we'll go through in that?
It's top 4 go through, isn't it? And then
isn't it like 32 teams or something? And then it's
down to
it's
16 go through, and then another 8 go through as well.
Okay, right. I still don't understand how
wait. 8 6. It must be the best 2 or best 8 out of the losers, like, you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You think we've got enough?
I think we'll have enough to go through. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't know about further than that though.
Yeah. No, that's probably true.
Yeah, but it depends who gets knocked out in the earlies, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Who prioritises what? You know, with what you got, what we're going to go for this year.
Yeah.
You know, you got the League Cup starting up as well soon, so we're light on decent players. You know, so.
Yeah.
But that's Levy's fault again.
Yeah. Bensky's saying Copenhagen were brilliant last season. We were looking at their young winger, Rooney Bargy. Yeah, now he's left. They're not so brilliant, believe me. They're still top of the Danish league, but I don't think, to be honest, Midtjylland, who's my cousin's team, funnily enough, who I was staying with last week. Yeah. We watched them play against some Finnish team in I think it's the Ropey League. They got a player called Kevin Mbambu, who used to play for Fulham and Newcastle. Right. And I thought he was going to be brilliant. He's a Swiss international and stuff like that. And I said, I can't believe he's playing for you guys. And my cousin said, yeah, well, 1 minute he's messy. The next minute, he's even messier. Yeah. So, you know, he could be absolutely brilliant. And then this is coming from my Danish cousin who doesn't use English every day. I thought that was kind of special. But I don't think FC Colt will be, well, they will be a challenge to us because, you know, we'll be so arrogant going into the game like we were yesterday, and we'll think we'll win it and they'll give us a game, but we should beat them.
Yeah. I'm just looking at these fixtures and that. They're spread over 3 nights. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Champions Leagues.
Seriously.
Yeah. Terrible.
UEFA and FIFA are just, they're trying to take over my life.
Yeah. You got Man City playing on the 18th, which is a Thursday, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and Newcastle playing on the Thursday. So we'll end up with a couple of Thursday games in there somewhere. And that's like, wasn't the part of, you don't play on Thursdays if you're in the Champions League, but now it seems you do.
Yeah. I think that's ridiculous, especially seeing as they've now done what? Are they going to start playing Conference League games on a Friday? Maybe fitting them in on a Sunday morning. Because
they're going to lose, obviously, viewers to that, aren't they? Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's just, that's football these days. It's
evolving, shall we say?
Yeah. Evolving. Yeah. It's I think it's imploding.
Yeah.
I really do believe that this
mucking about with it too much.
This whole thing is people are just gonna be like, oh fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. But then it probably won't happen because you've got all of these watchers from different continents now.
Yeah.
And they want to see as much of it as they can. I mean, I always wanted to see. I used to love it back in the old in the early 90s and mid 90s where, you know, start of season, you had a league game, then you had a League Cup game, then you had a league game, and then there were loads of games going on. But now it just seems that, well, when they used to have that, it was played Saturday, Sunday,
Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. And that was it. You had Monday, Thursday and Friday off. Now they just want to put it on all the time and
every night. Yeah, it's over. When Spurs lost yesterday, I'd planned to watch the next game. I can't remember if it was now Villa or I can't remember.
That was Leeds versus someone, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I thought that's solid. And I can't be bothered to watch the games today now, really. I watched the Liverpool game, but I won't bother with anything else. There's a late one on tonight with Palace or something, isn't there? About 7 o'clock.
I was there. I haven't even looked.
I've lost interest in it now because of yesterday's game.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it, Kev? To be honest, I was so angry yesterday. When we lose to a good team, when we lose to a team that I think should have beaten us, or, you know, if we lose to Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, I think, okay, it doesn't ruin my mood, but Bournemouth are a team we should be beating. Bournemouth lost to fucking Brentford the other day.
Yeah.
And Brentford are not on our level.
We're at home.
I'm saying
Yeah,
Brentford bad, but Brentford are. And it ruins because it's just, for fuck's sake, chaps, you beat the fucking one of the top 4 last week at their place.
Yeah.
And then you come into this game, and I don't know if they're knackered or it's arrogance that they're thinking,
they have a bloody week off, didn't they? You wait till they have the games twice a week, and travelling and all that. That's when it's going to show us to be lightweights.
Exactly.
The other teams all geared up for it.
Yeah. Right, so let's move on.
Yeah.
Welcome, Xavi Simons.
Yeah.
What do you think? You happy with that?
I've seen the clips. I've seen 2 separate YouTube compilations. Looks good. People are saying about his size, but he's taller than they actually say. He's 5'10", isn't he? So he's a giant compared to me.
Well, he's not small, is he? I mean, it's...
No.
5'10" is not small.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Strong rise tackles. He draws tackles.
Yeah.
He's got a cracking shot on him. And when I noticed about him, when he sort of one-on-one with the keeper or having a shot, he can place that ball anywhere he likes. When he on these ones he scored, he puts it out of the keeper's reach wherever he can. He makes some of the keepers look stupid. Yeah, by his skills, his skill set. But we'll only see the true one when he comes with us, and if he gets, with other players around him.
Yeah.
See how they go. Maybe he's the one. Maybe he's the Messiah.
Yeah, you never know.
Mm.
So, Guy said he's only Xavi. He's going Xavi only now, like Delhi and Cher. So, Delhi and Cher, is that a new group? I'd like to hear that. I got you, babe. In Milton Keynes, babe. Anyway, there's been a lot of discussion where exactly he plays.
Yeah.
So I found this on the internet, and from what I can see over the last few games for the Dutch national team and also for Leipzig, he was playing as a left midfielder.
Yeah.
Not an attacking left midfielder, a left midfielder.
Yeah.
But as you can see there, he's made most of his appearances at attacking central midfielder.
Yeah.
So I've watched him for the national team a number of times when my wife can bear to watch it, because she says every time she switches on the TV, the opposition score. But he looks, I mean, he's great on the ball. He's got magic feet. But what I had noticed about him, and I hope this will improve, he looked a bit greedy.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to pass. And a lot of the times, he didn't. If he was greedy and there was an end product, great. But there didn't seem to be. So he's 22 years old.
Yeah.
I have great hopes for him. I think it will be brilliant that, what's his name, that Van der Ven is there as well, because they're obviously fellow countrymen. I found it very interesting that he moved to Spain when he was 3 years old.
Yeah.
And he was part of the Barcelona La Masia.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
School.
Their school.
Yeah.
Then I don't think he ever played for Barcelona, and then he went to PSG, I believe. But he's been around.
Mm.
So I do have high hopes for him.
Rare talent.
Yeah. We still need some more, though, don't we?
You do, yeah. You can't expect him to be the Messiah, although Levy does think so, because he's probably going to get his 50 million back with the shirts. He's the new Sonny in that respect.
No, to be honest, the Dutchies, they're not really that bothered about players who go abroad.
No.
It's not like, with South Korea, they don't have many stars, do they? So Sonny was obviously the big one. Whereas in the Netherlands, they have players who go to Barcelona, Juventus. Yeah. One of their greatest ever players managed Barcelona for many years. And, it's so there'll be a few who are like, oh, yeah, I like Xavi. We might follow Tottenham now. I don't think they'll sell. They'll sell a lot of shirts with the English.
Yeah, to the English,
contingents. But Yeah. So Kavinsky says, at least he looks like a proper footballer. His stats for a 22-year-old are off the charts. 56 goals already for a cam is brilliant. Yeah. Okay, ladies, who are we signing and who do we want to sign? Yeah, we just... Kev, who do you want to sign? And who are we signing?
Well, I'd like to see Savinho, but I don't think it's going to happen. So,
yeah. Just 1 minute, sorry.
All right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Carry on. I can hear you pulling your zip down. Yeah.
So you want Savinho?
Yeah. Just purely for a skill factor. Who else? Oh God.
How many times have you seen Savinho play?
Yeah. Not many.
No.
Not many at all. No.
No, I'm just because I remember him playing against us. Was it in the cup last season?
Yeah.
And he did look lively. And I think that if we had someone in the middle who could latch onto his crosses, then that would be great. But I don't have a lot of faith in Richarlison because for a guy who can who can jump like a salmon, he doesn't seem to win the ball a lot. And if Solanke was fit for the rest of the season, then I'd be very happy with that because I think he's good in the air.
Yeah.
But I can't see him being fit.
Richarlison goes down, like I said to Missy, he goes down like a 10-bob hooker. He's going down all the time and he's holding his face. You know, it's always going, oh, and there's been no fucking contact, you know, unless a worm fucking bit him on the face when he was on the floor, you know, like, all the time.
Yeah. Guy says, Xavi's a good player. I've been watching him for RB Leipzig as I watch the Bundesliga. 8 out of 10. Sounds good. I prefer Lookman, who scores more goals. Savinho. Lookman, I heard, has got a bit of an attitude. But yeah, well, I was going to do the loan players next, but I'm going to go on to the Spurs links now.
All right.
So you've got, obviously, Savinho there, who we've just spoken about. Akanji. Paqueta.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about Paqueta?
Who?
Paqueta from West Ham.
Oh, yeah, but let's talk about he's going to Villa now, haven't they? Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the paper's talk this morning.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I don't think if they sell us Paqueta, they will burn the stadium down, won't they?
They probably will, yeah.
I mean, we've already stolen one of their best players. If we get two of them in, you go back and you look at it, Carrick, Canute, Defoe, but they weren't in the same transfer window.
No.
So I'd love him. I think he's a great player. I know he's had his problems with the whole betting thing.
Yeah.
He has been exonerated. Now, we'll never know because you know what the legal stuff is now these days. It's just you chuck enough money or something. And but you could see it really affected him last season when he broke down crying in, was it a game against us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was because he lost it, didn't he? He slapping Van der Ven and others.
Yeah. So I think that he's got a lot of mental fortitude to carry on playing when he's got that hanging over his head, unless he's just really stupid. Yeah,
but that's that Argentinian mentality, though, isn't it? It's very intense. Yeah, it's like very intense with football and what they do. And
I thought he was Brazilian.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. And yeah,
that's all right.
I know exactly what I meant. I've said the wrong word. I do that all the time, by the way. My missus can confirm that. Yeah.
So do I. Usually when I'm meeting people, I'm like, I should say, "You're right, mate." I usually say, "You're right, cunt." So
yeah. I put in a different word in my context. I know what I'm saying, but I'll throw a different word in instead now. That's the drugs doing that, I'm afraid. Sorry. As for Akanji, there was also talk about Aki as well. So,
was there? Okay.
Yeah, that was thrown up as well.
Yeah,
he might have been available, but they don't want to sell to us.
Well, what I mean, Kavinsky, mental fortitude, is that he's actually carried on playing. He hasn't hidden. He hasn't pretended he's injured. He's got this all hanging over his head, and it's. I think that does show that you've got a lot of problems, but you still carry on doing what you're doing. So it might be. I might be wrong, but that's what I meant.
Rough and tough enough.
Lookman.
I don't know a lot about him, to be honest.
No, I remember him playing at Everton for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And was he Fulham as well?
Fulham,
I just seem to remember I think he was one of those who didn't want to go on, didn't want to be substituted or didn't want to come on as a substitute in a match. So obviously I don't know the ins and outs of behind that, but he doesn't seem to have a great attitude.
They
But
say sorry.
Sorry?
I said,
No,
sorry, he's African Player of the Year, isn't he? They're saying.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah, because I think he was born in England, but he plays for Nigeria.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Nigerians seem to think he's the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm sure a lot of the Cameroonians used to think that Timothée Atuba was the best thing since sliced bread, and look where that got him.
Yeah.
I feel like you've just raised my IQ by 3 points. Oh, come on, mate.
You might mean 3 points.
Must have been about 10.
I think you mean 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points is always good. Bilal Al-Kanusi. I'm sorry, I can't really.
Kalusi, yes, yeah. Kalisi. Oh, not Kalisi. Yeah.
Kalisi.
Yeah.
Know anything about him? Seen him play?
No, not really. Take no notice of him.
No. And he'll be another up and comer, but I think he's going to cost a fortune.
Yeah.
And then Rodgers.
Morgan Rodgers, yeah. See?
Yeah. Javinsky's saying we need homegrown players, so I'm feeling we'll sign Rodgers. From what I've heard, Rodgers is going to be even more expensive than Eze.
That's what I've heard, 90 million.
Yeah.
And
is he that good?
That was John. Sorry.
Okay. Is he that good?
I don't know. I don't rate him that much because I haven't seen him that much. I only see him playing the odd peculiar games, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. As you get older, you don't watch as much football as you used to because you have to do other stuff. I find that with myself, and I used to watch any game that was on telly, but I will only see Morgan Rodgers play probably twice a season when they play Spurs, or maybe once or twice more if we get them in the cup. I don't know. I'm not
probably, you know, I get footballed out, you know, especially when Spurs lose. All right, fuck it, you know. And sometimes I could watch, say, 3 or 4 games on a Saturday, if there is 3 or 4 games, and 3 on the Sunday as well. And I think, why did I do that? You know, sometimes they just send you to sleep because you haven't got that much interest in them, right? You know, but it gets like that. And then I look at a night game like Monday Night Football. There ain't none this week, but I think, shall I really watch that? Like Burnley and someone else? Like, nah, you know. Sometimes you miss a cracker. You miss a cracker sometimes, but
Well, I can't do it these days because most of the games in England now kick off at 8. So it kicks off at 9 over here. Yeah. And on a work night, I have to be in bed by 10. I'm getting proper old. I need my sleep. Yeah. So it's I don't mind on a Sunday or a Saturday if I maybe watch the 12 o'clock game and then a 3 o'clock game because we can in the Netherlands. It's live on the telly. And then in the evening perhaps. But again, my wife will probably be like, no, you're not doing that. We're going to do this. We've got to go out with the little one. But, right. So Kavinsky says Rodgers is known for dribbling, but then again, so is my baby son. Congratulations on the baby son, buff. Guy Thompson, thing is, we've left it so late. Clubs are going to jack up the prices, isn't it? That is very, very true. I don't know. Do you think there's going to be someone out there who's going to be available on loan? Because I think they'll probably snap that up. That
would be a desperation model, wouldn't it? You know,
as per usual. And then the usual. We tried. We'll put in a bid for Yamin Lamal 4 hours before the transfer window goes of 750 million. And Barcelona will say no, and then they can say, we tried. Yeah. We're going to put it into a hotel instead now. My name's Daniel. Hello.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs, Daniel. Yeah.
Well, give us a loan with an option to buy. Yeah. We've got enough of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So to go on to something a little bit different, Spurs loans. Just looking at the players who are out on loan at the moment. Donnelly, he's had 4 appearances for Stoke. Apparently, he's not doing too badly. I think a couple of those have come on. He's come on as a sub. Yeah. Ashley Phillips, I think, is a regular.
Yeah.
What's that?
How many goals coming out of him?
I'm missing something. Yeah. At the back, then Lancashire scored yesterday. Played pretty well. Apparently, he's got 2 goals in 5 appearances.
Yeah.
Has been starting, but they mainly seem to be starting him as a attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Which I'm not really sure that's his best position. Alfie Devine again has been playing pretty well for Preston. I think he's been a starter this season. He got fucking injured yesterday. So he's out for a month. George Abbott has mainly been starting on the bench. He's got 7 appearances. I don't think it's a shame that LJ's not on.
Yeah,
because he probably could have said a little bit more, because I think he has a bit more of an ear to the ground in regards to Wickham. Ajayi, who started out really well in pre-season, has mainly again come off the bench, scored 1 goal. So yeah, Min Hyuk Yang, only 2 appearances, I believe, both off the bench. Not sure that a guy of that size is going to be that successful in the lower leagues, especially Portsmouth. I think they're a bit argy-bargy, aren't they? So, Mikey Moore, Rangers are a complete shit show at the moment.
They sure are, aren't they?
And he has played a few games, but again, I'm not sure that he's ready for that.
I didn't know they were playing Celtic today.
Yes, yeah. Come off the bench a few times, and he does have 1 assist, so that's not bad. And Vuskovic has just moved to Hamburg, which I'm still a little bit upset that he let Donnelly, Devine, and Vuskovic and Moore go out on loan, because I really do think they could have. Maybe it's it probably is because of the players that they want to play first team football, but I think they would have been really handy as backup.
Mikey Moore's playing today. He's playing right now. He's playing now.
He's
in the first team, yeah.
Oh, nice. What's the score?
0-0 after 8 minutes.
Okay. And where is that? Is that at Celtic or Rangers?
Rangers. It's at Rangers. Okay. Rangers at home, yeah.
Okay.
Just looked. Yeah.
All right. Well, you've got to think that that's going to be a Celtic win, haven't you? But then again, did you see him in midweek?
Oh, terrible. Well, they're both terrible. And the argument is we could play in the Premier League. No, I don't think so.
No, absolutely. I think the only team in the Scottish Premier League who could play in the Premier League at the moment is Hibs.
Yeah, doing all right.
So, yeah. Right, what am I going to say?
Well, keep an eye on that one. I'll probably watch it when I come off here. Well,
yeah, same
after lunch. Yeah.
Guy says to dare is to try in it. They said the same thing about Messi, but the steroids proved them wrong. Surely Frank, as a top-known coach, should have been able to get the better out of Donnelly and use. Yeah, I would have thought so. Especially since Donnelly and Vuskovic did so well in pre-season.
Yeah.
I think also the problem is that you come into any Premiership club. Well, no, maybe not. A Premiership club that's just won a European trophy, and so you're then expected to go on and do something special the next season. You're expected to get probably top 4. That is what Dickhead is hoping for, Pinocchio. So risking that with playing younger players, it's not always going to work, is it?
Oh, other teams do it. Liverpool do it, don't they? 15, I've got 16-year-olds and all that, and they're up to it. Ours ain't. Ours are, or they ain't. You know.
I'd say though, overall, the first team at Liverpool and I hate to say it, but at Arsenal is better, so they can go 3-0 up. Then they can bring the youngsters on.
Down,
whereas we'll probably be 1-0 up, and he's like, I don't want to put a youngster on now. because if he messes up and concedes us a goal, or if he doesn't do anything, the fans will get on his back, might ruin his career. That might be a bit harsh. But
they're ruining the careers by sending him out in these heartbreak places at the other end of the country or at the other end of the island, up in fucking Scotland, like in places like that, or abroad, all over the place. It's Vuskovic must have thought he was going to be a definite sort of squad player this year, but obviously not.
No, if you look at what he's done over the last couple of seasons,
all the goals he gets
played in the Polish league, which I think is pretty tough. It's pretty physical. Yeah, and I think he was 16 then or 17 then, and has done really well. Then he's going to play in the Belgian league. The Belgian league's not brilliant, but it's not to be sniffed at, especially if if you're a decent player. You will come up against some good teams, Anderlecht, Bruges, the two Bruges teams. They are. It's not a bad league, and the thing I'm a little bit worried about is that can he actually defend, because he seems to spend most of his time up in the opposition's penalty area. It's like Ramon Vega, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a lot of goals, but that's not his job. Yeah, unfortunately, which is good. Play him a centre forward.
Yeah,
why not?
So Gavinski's saying, I think Arsenal will demolish Liverpool today. They have an amazing squad of players now. Arsenal just had my dream window. Can I ask, where's Gavinski? What have you done with him?
Yeah.
Because, I think you're talking out your arse, mate. But anyway, West Ham versus Spurs predicted lineup.
Well, if we bring 3 or 4 new players, I expect them to be starting next fortnight.
Yeah.
But
so what I've done is basically the only change that I've made is Xavi.
I think the back 4 picks itself. That's fairly darn obvious.
But Udogie might come in, mightn't he? Because he's back now.
Yeah. For who?
Against West Ham, I'd say put Udogie at left back and put Spence at right back.
And drop Porro altogether.
I think West Ham will try and bombard us and be very physical. And as you saw yesterday, Semenyo completely tore Porro apart.
Yeah.
Now, Porro is he's great when he doesn't have someone pressing him, or he's great going forward. His defending is not great, and his strength is not great. Whereas Spence he's a fucking unit. And who plays on that left-hand side for? Is that Bowen?
He's right. He plays on the right mostly.
Right. Okay.
Cuts in. Yeah.
So I'd be happy with the Udogie taking him on.
Yeah.
I like Bowen as well, but unfortunately can't do that because of the Danny Dyer bit in it, bro.
Yeah. He's East End royalty, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Essex royalty.
Yeah. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon there'll be anything different? Do you think that we will bring someone in?
I think Porro would be happy to be in sub if Spence moved over. Spence would do a better job. Pinocchio, Polinia. Xavi in the middle. Xavi is where you put him, right? Yeah, Kudus is the starter. Johnson is the weakest link on that team at the moment over that side. I know they keep saying, he scored a goal in the UEFA final and got us this Champions League and everything, but he was like a kid lost out there today. One of the passes he made, you remember the one? He just casually passed it to one of their players. He's running into blind ends and things like that, and he didn't go for balls. He was facing our team more than he was facing their attackers. That's always bad.
Well, I think Odegaard and Tell, when they came on as well, I know it was only for the last 15, 20 minutes, but they
weren't in it.
They didn't seem to do anything. They couldn't even play a simple ball. It was pretty shocking. And obviously Odegaard and Tell are talents for the future. They both starred in the French under-21s team. I can't remember if they won the championship. They definitely got to the final. I think they did win it. And so you ain't a shit player if you play for France under-21s, because don't forget, they've got probably hundreds of thousands of players to choose from. Maybe not hundreds of thousands, but so it is. But that is the problem. We need something for now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Does Brennan Johnson have a season ticket? I often wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell thingy. And Kavinsky's saying they will come good, but it could take a year or even more. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it does take that long.
I think that's the project. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kev, you got any other business you want to discuss? Oh, I do have something. I think it was yesterday was it the 20? No, that can't be right. Yesterday was some kind of anniversary for Glenn Hoddle playing for Tottenham.
He made his debut. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. So how long ago was that? 40 years ago?
50 years ago.
50 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Came on a sub. He played 498 times for Spurs. I'd probably see 450 of them. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. You lucky bastard. And it's good to see that he did improve his haircut through the years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was pretty sad. Yeah. But as a player, probably the best I've ever seen.
Oh, really? Yeah.
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 Did, you know?
Yeah, I think I was. When did he leave us? Was it 88?
After the 87 Cup final. Yeah, 88, was it?
Yeah.
87.
Okay.
88.
So I was, what was I? I was 12 then.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, yeah, this guy's a bit special. And I did see him live a couple of times. And then Gazza came along. And that was like,
Could have been 88. Yeah.
He was a bit special, wasn't he, Gazza?
Could have been 88, actually. Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah. And then Chris Waddle as well, I seem to remember. He was a bloody skillful player. Gareth Bale. But, yeah, I think I have a feeling that I'd probably go, the most skillful player I've ever seen is Tanguy Ndombele.
Yeah, skillful at eating hamburgers. Yeah.
Kavinsky says, Gazza made my head wobble, so did Hoddle and Waddle. You're a poet and you does not know it, mate. That is
yeah.
Yeah. Who are you guys got in? Who's the Republic of Ireland got in the qualifiers? Any idea?
No, I ain't got a clue, mate. I gave up on that last year.
Oh, really? You don't follow them anymore? No?
I will do when it kicks off, but I'm not interested at the moment. I've got too many other things in my mind at the moment, as you probably know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. I had my X-rays on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so I'll be waiting to hear about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is probably something which we should take offline because I haven't spoken to you in a while.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention? Anything Spurs-wise?
No, not really. No. Yeah.
Okay then. Last but not least, Kavinsky has said Gazza is by far the most skillful player I've ever seen, the best dribbler of all time. Would you agree with that, Kev?
Dribbler. Yeah, he was good. He blocked his copybook a couple of times. Only, the tackle on the Forest player, what's his name? The young lad.
Yeah, Gary Charles.
Gary Charles, yeah. That was bad, but he was quite good at that kind of stuff. He was doing that. He'd knock players off the ball with his arms. He played a lot with his arms as well as his legs. Yeah. I first saw him when he was playing for England in 21. So it was at Highbury.
Okay.
They played against France, and it was his first game. Must have been, I don't know. Can't think, about 84, 85, something like that. I don't know, maybe a little bit later. He was still at Newcastle then. He came to us shortly after that. Yeah. That must be a bit later than that, actually. He would have played against the under-21s from France, and I was there with my boy. My mate was there with his boy. We were up in it was at Highbury. And, Gazza scored a fantastic goal. It was like in between the D for the centre circle and the other D, and he was like, boom, right over everybody and went straight in the back net. I thought, this geezer's got some class, and he did. He's one of them, He's on a par with the one he beat Seaman with, and I thought, for a kid of 18, 19, whatever he was, 20 even. But he came to us after that. Yeah. That bastard.
That was rather good, wasn't it? Yeah, but it's always nice to hear about Spurs taking the North Bank again.
We was in the posh seats because it was and you could bring your kids for free and all that, But I was in that North Bank that day as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I also saw Gazza hanging out of Gary Lineker's car at the bottom of White Lane when it meets the A10.
Okay.
They must have finished training and I was going through there, coming back from London. I thought, I'll go down White Lane and get on the A10. And the car in front of me was a red Audi, brand new. Lineker was driving it. There was Gary Mabbott in it, Lineker. And I can't remember. Paul Stewart for a minute. This Audi 80, little red kind of posh car, like, you know. And Gazza was hanging out the window at the traffic lights making faces at everybody, like, you know. You fucking nutter, like, you know. And I thought, this is a £1 million footballer or whatever he was at that time, you know. I thought, and he's hanging out the car. He's waist out, you know, that far out, making faces at everybody. And I'm behind him in the car going, and Gary Lineker's going, ooh.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. There's no player that dribbled like Gazza in the Premier League. I don't think he ever played in the Premier League, did he?
No.
No, I think he was just before that, wasn't he?
No, 91. Yeah, he left. He broke his leg and he broke his knee, didn't he, in the 91 final. And the Premier League kept him. He came back to Scotland, though, didn't he, I think?
No, he went to Lazio, didn't he?
No, after he played in Lazio, he came back to Scotland, I think.
Yes, yeah.
And he did. Done a bit of a journeyman thing as well, didn't he?
Didn't mean to pull you up on that, Kavinsky. I'm just, bit anal when it comes to facts like that.
Yeah.
Okay, then. I'd like to say thank you to Kavinsky, Guy, Eva Man, Nigel, Donna Cullen, Big Bad Brom. Thank you very much for watching today. If you haven't already,
guys.
Please like. Oh, and Mr. B.
Oh.
Yeah. Lads, Frank's first Premier League defeat with you lot, but you're still looking good on 6 points. And Bournemouth are no mugs. Very good team, even though we beat them. I was saying that yesterday. I was saying that earlier. You guys beat them, so it's anyway. But thank you very much for coming on, Mr. Beehive. You're a little bit late, mate. We're just packing up now. But please like. I know you're already subscribed. And have a wonderful Sunday. All the other Spurs fans, I hope you enjoy the international break, whichever team you are supporting. Yeah. And come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, always. Come on, you Lily Whites.
Levy.
Out. Well, that would be nice. Yeah. So